Hi everyone, you alright? Alan here once again. Yeah, went out again today. Went to Tesco's to have a look around to see if they had any bargains in. Yeah, how is everybody? Big massive shout out to the usual crowd. Yeah, well, I was walking around town and I bumped into a few people who watched the channel. And yeah, they were saying how much more expensive everything was getting. So having a drink of orange juice there. Yeah, how much stuff was going on. I said, well, I don't think that's the end of it. And they said, well, what do you think about banks? I said, well, by 2025, majority of them will have disappeared. They want you to use the post office instead. I covered this in one of my blogs, didn't I? That I mentioned that it's good for the post office, getting more and more people to use it, and yeah. But the major thing is that the other reason why they're doing that is that they don't have to pay wages for staff. That's the reason why. And I think that's Henry meowing outside. Windows open for him. Yeah, back to what I was saying, yeah. It's so they don't have to pay wages out for staff, you know. So that's the reason why they want you to use the post office. One of the other things that did happen, the Department of Work and Pensions stopped using the post office, which was one of the things that if you didn't have a bank account, yeah, so it's all hinging on the post office now, so that they don't have to, as I said, fork out for staff to say open on a Saturday mornings till about 3-4 o'clock, you know. That's the reason why they're doing it. That's the reason why they're moving to the post office network. So, you know, don't be surprised if your bank branch disappears. And it's another form of cost cutting. If they can get the post office to do it, they can do it for less. So be mindful, folks, and start buying in, because there was an article online. Things might go between 5%, 10%, 15%, depending on the product. It can even go up to about as 30%. So if you see a product that's cheap, buy it. Yeah, because it might not be at that price for much longer. And if I were you, start to, like when you do your shopping, just every time you go out, put something extra in your basket and put it in your cupboard for like tins of beans, soup, hot dog sausages. I've also noticed that I've been to a certain supermarket on King Street, and I've started to notice that the quality of the meat and the thickness of the meat is getting a lot thinner for a higher price. We got some top-sided beef, and it was really, really thin, and I mean really thin. The slices were very, very thin indeed. You got 6 slices in a packet, and yeah, it was very thin. These are the things you have to watch out for. The companies that do that are basically trying to make more money on that. But yeah, the quality of the food is basically suffering, and you will notice it. One of the other things that I've noticed of late, the flavouring in soft drinks. I've started to notice that when you buy cordial, I've started to notice that it's getting watered down a little bit more. When they make it. And I think it was Gary told me about it. He bought a certain brand of orange, it wasn't the one, it wasn't one what you'd put water to, right? Trying to remember which one it was. Well, he was saying that the flavour just got, it got, how can I put it? It tasted thin, if you know what I mean. It didn't taste as orangey as it used to be. it's like they put more water in it than usual, you know. So I think they're trying to make this stuff, but you know, it's, you can sometimes taste the difference, you know. And I've started noticing that too. I'm tasting some. We get Robinson's orange juice, and of late, for the past, I think it's two weeks, that I've noticed the flavour. I don't know if it's me putting too much water in it, or I'm going to try a small thing to see if it is that. But the orange taste of it tastes a bit, well, thin. It's not as sweet as what it used to be. And yeah, we'll just have to see what happens with that one. So how is everybody? Okay, I hope. I'm just having small swigs of me watered down drink, and I'm just listening to what's going on outside, of what's going on. It's pretty quiet at the moment, but I might speak too soon, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Every now and again, I keep hearing stuff outside. Wonder if Henry's going to turn up tonight, or Toby. Yeah. It's fairly early at the moment. It's well, it's in the evening anyway. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I'm just waiting to see what happens. I'll let you know if anything happens. So I'll see you on the next one.